Hello, hello there, hello. What do I say now? I say hello there. I'm Tim, and he's missing out. And this is How to Murder Feet, Southwest Coast Path Special, Week 3, Day 3. Threes, a lot of threes today. And that's unbelievably still Newquay, and I'm heading back towards it. Campsite up on the hill there. Yeah, it was a lovely day. It's Tuesday, 25th of September. It's about 9 a.m. And I wouldn't care to hazard a guess at the air temperature, so I don't know. Horsey. What have you seen, Trigger? Danger coming this way, probably. Anyway, yes, back on the trail again, and it's still fantastic nice weather. It's looking like it's going to probably be a bit overcasty at times, but still air, no rain. A lot of condensation on the tent. It was a beautiful night last night, full moon, and I could also see Mars, Saturn and Jupiter all in the sky there, sort of low over that way a bit. It was quite nice, quite interesting night scenes. Of course, the camera here is not very good at night time, so can't share that with you. So today we're pressing on south to oh God, it begins with a P. They all do. Porth something or other. Porthtowan? No. Portishead? No, that's entirely the wrong way. I'm heading south. Anyway, well, the place I'm supposed to get to. No, Porthcothan. I've done that one. Porth something or other. I'll get a map out later and we'll find out. But I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to keep going because I'm feeling quite good and making good time. And although I was supposed to stop in Newquay, which is there, as we've established yesterday, I'm now actually about 5 or 6 miles south of it, because you have to go all the way up the river to where all that mist is and then come all the way back over those hilltops and stuff to get where I am now. Now I just need to go that way a bit, get back down to the path, and then just skirt around the base this hill, and then I'm off to the south. So one last fingers up at Newquay, which is surprisingly difficult to get out of. Nice enough, picturesque town, good base for a holiday of a more traditional sort, but there's not really much for the hiker there, really. You know, it's a Tesco's and a cash point, and that's about it, really. Pain in the arse to get out of on foot to the south. So I've done all that, so I'm ahead on the day already. So I'm going to keep pushing on till I think I've spotted a campsite, which I think I could probably go for. I'm not adverse to using campsites if they're there, but if there's not one about, then I will just dump in a hedge. Yeah, it's no problem. It's all good. I mean, the end of day 3 is traditionally my halfway B&B, but I don't know. I mean, I had such a magnificently luxurious time in the hotel in Padstow. Perhaps I might just push straight through. My power pack for the phone charging, which is important, is still pretty full. It will see me all the way to the end, I think, on the current rate of consumption, so I don't really need to charge my phone pack particularly. A shower might be nice, but I'm just going to get stinky for 3 days of hiking again, so that's not a problem. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I mean, I've got spare clothes that are clean and tucked away in a carry bag, so I'll have a change of clothes anyway. And if the campsite's got shower facilities, I may indulge. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I need necessarily a B&B or hotel midweek necessarily. So yeah, tonight probably a campsite somewhere just north of St Agnes. Yeah, we'll get a map out later and show you then. Anyway, have a look at that lovely morning view. A lot of busy roads you can hear over there. Some faint windmilling on the horizon there. Distant hilltops. The windmills just about struggling to turn. See, this is always used as advocates of fossil fuels as a reason not to have windmills, because it's not windy all the time, which is fine, you know, that's not the point. The point is better battery technology, better storage. Capture the wind when it's there and then dole out the electricity when it's needed. Anyway. Yeah, cool, right, well I'm going to start. I've had half a bag of jelly babies already for breakfast, so I might finish the other bag. The yellow ones stop you getting scurvy, right? Flipping river again. There, see? It's your submerged footbridge. It's even too high even now. I don't know if it's coming in or going out at the moment. You see, obviously it's much lower all the way across, but yeah, meant to walk across that wooden boardwalk at low tide, and part of it's poking out. I don't know if that's coming in or going out. Should really know the tide times doing this kind of endeavour, but I really wasn't planning on being in the water or on the water at any point. So this goes to show. And then I think just over here is the other bit I got to the first time where I was stuck. It's really quite a low-lying river estuary. And obviously, you walk across a wooden plank bridge at the lowest point of it. Very wide, flat basin. Or channel. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Newquay! Looking forward to not being in Newquay someday soon. That'd be nice. So you see the different range of the river. I'll carry on round, see if I can get a shot of this place. There's the sea at last. I missed it. I was beginning to think I'd gone on an entirely different holiday all of a sudden. There it is. Sea and the coast and the headland. Back to more familiar territory and surroundings. I think that down there must be the ferry that was so cruelly dangled in front of me yesterday evening. Only runs in summer apparently. Not quite sure where it goes to. There might even be another submerged footbridge just there. It really does get quite low when it's at low tide. I think it's going out. Wow. That was zigzag garden there. Good stuff. Right, let's keep moving. I'll have to suntan up in a minute. I'll find some coffee, that'd be good. 9:48 and that is still Newquay. Ridiculous. I've been there to town to outstay its welcome so often and for so long. Still, we'll go around that headland there next and then hopefully we won't see it again. Never see it again, and that'll be half a day too soon for me. Pentire Point, Crantop Beach. Let's have a look at the map. So here we go, there's Newquay and all that shenanigans. And I think I'm about here, roughly. Yeah, just next to that beer glass, which is a hotel but behind me. Around this point here, a bit of rugged coastlines, nice. Back to the old familiar territory, and then this, Holywell, where there might be some coffee, who knows. And then all of this, Penhale Sands, which is an enormous beach, the path which runs down the middle of. A good like 5 kilometres to Perranporth, which is the name I was looking for earlier, which is apparently my day 3 end. I'm going to keep going down to here instead, which is just outside St Agnes. A lot of mining heritage around here, old tin mines and pits and towers and things I expect. Yeah, first we have to cross the Great White, enormous stretch of dunes. That's going to be some trudging and I'm probably going to get lost a bit as well. And look! Actual munitions probably. So yeah, it's all going to get a bit Mad Max for the latter half of today, I imagine, from lunchtime onwards. I'll stock up in Holywell, make sure I've got enough water. Barter town. Yeah. Yeah. But I've come a lot further than it looks. I have to keep telling myself that. And there's the sea, still. I need to do some extensive suntan lotioning because burning sky got angry again. But yeah, I think I made some good time this morning, but it's really hard to tell because that bloody town keeps following me. Look, there's Newquay again. Hello Newquay, yes, I see you. It's no good hiding behind that hedge, you're too big. 3 National Trust guys there in hard hats and stuff, streaming the path. They do good work. I'd probably be a member if I visited their places more often. Well, apart from these, obviously. Boat out there. That's Truro Head 2 days ago. All of that. Frantic. It's good. Thought I was having sock troubles earlier, but had to readjust. I think we're okay. little updates there. Marvellous. Yeah. Nothing flippant to say here, just a nice beach. Can no longer see Newquay. Hurrah! Instead, this. I literally no idea what I'm looking at there, which is exciting. Perranporth, I think, that hill just beyond this nearest hill. It could be St Agnes Head. St Agnes, yeah. Either way, got to get over this next one. But first, Holywell, which is somewhere in there. And a cup of tea, or coffee, whatever. Coffee, I think, probably. Mostly running on coffee this week. Splendid. There's a rock to escape to. Claim. Rugged survivalist type. Amazing dune country. There you go, that bit where that dog's falling off, that's the path. Quite dangerous. Very tall dune there, it's about 30 or 40 feet high. Drops straight into a little valley there. Weird dunescape here, all these long dune grasses. It goes in and out a good old way. Just sand thrown up the beach over thousands of years, I suppose. Particularly high storms push it really far inland and then leave it alone for long enough for grass to take hold. Astonishing countryside. Great big one inland there. Goes all the way back up here. Kelsey Dunes, I think this is. Don't know. That's Holywell. So I'm going to try and find a coffee shop in before I press on up that hill over there. Some sort of military installation radar thing or something on the top. Interesting, the other side of that is Penhale Sands. Big long dunes and a great big open sand stretch, the Great Desert. So yes, last coffee before the Great Desert. Let's see if I can find something. No one there now, maybe they all fell in. Okay, stick to the path, stick to the path, stick to the path. Up another one. Is that Newquay in the background? God damn it. Go away. Anyway, yeah, we got Holywell Bay down there, lovely, on the dunes, which I've now later learnt are full of adders. Right, some rocks and some sea. This is interesting. Danger, high voltage, diddly-dit, 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 diddly, let's stop it. Yeah, we got some kind of bicycle racks for penny farthings, I believe. You lock your penny farthing to one of those and then have a have a man help you down with a ladder. No, I don't know, some kind of crazy military thing I probably ought not to be taking photos of. Ah, bollocks, this is the Southwest Coast Path right here. I'm allowed to look. Probably not a spy. So over here, hey, we got probably, hello, what's that, open mine shaft? Lovely. It's just Peril City today. Going down onto some sands with an unexploded load of mines and things all over it. Anyway, that over there, St Agnes, possibly. In distance, Perranporth a bit nearer, just on the brow of the hill. Yeah, I'll have another go at pointing at that later. And a whole load of sand. I'm going to try and probably make it to halfway, most of the way to St Agnes, I think, today. It's about midday-ish. Just had a cup of coffee and another enormous caramel shortbread. It's going to be the snack of the trip. Easily digestible calories in a yummy package. Yeah. Yeah, it's that sense of looking at the far horizon and going, yeah, I was there 2 days ago on foot. Brilliant. Right, I need to keep moving, or some anxious soldiers with guns might come out and accost me. Hello, shenanigans. Suspicious figure near the big mast thing. And here's me in my desert camo. Hey ho. What's the way? Don't I look like Coast Guard or police? Sort of yellow top with a blue body. Is it blue or dark green? I couldn't tell really. Oh well, whatever it is, he's off. More weird masts and things. I'm probably causing a number of terror offences right now. Still, you know, nothing gets in the way of the Southwest Coast Path. So if you're here to see some of the sands, no, another hill. Well, that's fine. I'll just walk over that one as well and then get back to you. Hiding from the helicopter all the way. Yawn, another stunning vista. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. This is brilliant. That's Pen Hale Sands. And as far as I understand, the coast path actually runs along it. Although it's, on the map it all looked flat, but actually there's a huge, enormous, vast dune field there. I think the path actually runs on the beach, just along the base of the dunes. And cuts across the gap at the far end. And that's Perranporth. And then I think that one there must be St Agnes, with the hill, St Agnes Head. My campsite's on the cliffs this side of the bay at St Agnes, I think. So I should be stopping at Perranporth, but I'm a winner and I'm an achiever and stuff. So yeah, well, I can see St Ives. Oh, here we go. You might not be able to see this at home. So left of the black rock in the sea, no, right of the black rock in the sea, there's a strip of yellow, and then there's like a load of cluster of tiny white things on top of a hill. I think that is St Ives. And just to the left of the yellow strip, but right of the black rock, is another faint rock with a little white speck on it, which is Godrevy Lighthouse. So yeah, that is Journey's End. And then beyond, the big hill behind St Ives, that's the, I can't remember what it's called, Penryn? No, there's a name for it, but there's an enormous outcrop of land upon which is Land's End's on the back of, and Penzance is on the south side of. It's only about 20 miles from St Ives to Penzance, down that end. That's the very end of the country. Oh, stop looking at the sky. Anyway, more stuff for later. Next job is to get down off of here onto that beach, and then a good, looks like a good 2.5 miles, 3 miles of trudging in the sand, which will make a change. Big wide beach. Yeah. Astonishing place. Just come way off the top of those cliffs, that down here. Down there, and the path does indeed tell me to go out on that beach and walk left for about 4 miles, so that to come. But look at this pool. Look at this splashing from inside the cave. Is springs or groundwater coming in here? I think it's fresh. I'm not going to try and drink it, but got a lot of algae growing in it, which seawater tends to poison. And enormous dragonflies as well. There's one. Snakes haven't got them. Quite big ones over there. Zoom in about. This isn't really the best camera for wildlife work. I'm going to reapply my sunblock because it's about 1 o'clock. You know, I say mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. So yes, reapply the suntan stuff and then get a bit of water, and then we're going to go and trudge along that beach over there. Which has almost no lifeguard provision because it's just enormous. Any snakes? No snakes. I think we're okay. Keeping ahead of them, they haven't got as many legs as I have. But they are relentless hunters. Yep, that's pretty unequivocal. That way for the acorn. I'm all about the acorn. Yeah, that pond was flushed. First was fresh water. A pair of dogs just came galloping up and jumped in it, started drinking their fill, and they wouldn't do that with seawater. Right. There it is. That way. Just past the rusting Statue of Liberty head at the end. So yeah, I may have mentioned in the past I'm not a fan of trudging on sand, but doesn't seem like we've got much choice here. It'll slow me down a bit, but yeah, interesting. Different change of scene. Of course the sun reflects off the sand quite fiercely, which is why I've reapplied the suntan stuff, including underneath, because that's going to bounce. Quite bright. But yeah, look at this though, astonishing. I guess this is the high tide mark. You can see all the bits of seaweed and the still drying sand. Don't know what the tide times are like, or whether you can get across when it's at high tide. I think this is it's high tide beach. You probably can get along here at any time of day, but glad the sea's quite far out at the moment. Thank you. Yeah, lots of little people scattered across the beach, like a Lowry painting, only more upbeat, less northern grimness. That's Perranporth, where I intend to find a cream tea, because I haven't had one yet. The whole deal, the little pot of tea, the scone, the jam, clotted cream, all that. Have a bit of a late lunch, early dinner in Perranporth, which is just at the end, glimmering away, and then up and over and as far on as we can get to the campsite I picked out, somewhere around St Agnes. And we'll see. We shall see what we see. Not sure how we're really doing with the day stage plan, because the basic problem is that whatever day I arrive at St Ives, I have to have done so before about 4 p.m. to give myself enough time to get trains and whatever back home that same day. If I leave St Ives at like 5 p.m. or later, there won't be any last train running to where I live. I'd have to stop somewhere en route and stay the night and then carry on in the morning. So I can stick to the original plan, which is Friday. The Friday day's hiking is 6 miles to St Ives from wherever I fetched up around Hale. So that's basically 2 hours, and then get on a train and go home. So I could do that at pretty much any point in that day, or I'd have to claw an entire day back in advancing in order to be able to get to St Ives for 4 p.m. on the Thursday, which is going some a bit. I have to keep up my continual bonus 3 or 4 miles a day every day for the other days. I don't know if I want to make that push yet, whether that would exhaust me too much, wear my feet out, whatever. So don't know what's the plan so far. Yes, good stuff. Squadron of adders has passed this way, you can see. They put their tails in their mouths and then roll along the beach. Can get up to 40 miles an hour at a good push. They travel in fours to hide their numbers. You see, it's probably 16 of them. Standard complement. Still on this beach. Going to be here a while, I think. This is my home now. Those dunes are enormous. They look flat on the map. They don't bother putting contours on dunes, I guess, because it moves about too much. Although that grass suggests it hasn't moved in a while. Yeah. Long way to the sea. Good. Well, it doesn't get this far up. Probably want to be off of here within the next 6 hours or so. A mirage? What a dull mirage. Looks like I see Cornish coastal town. It's supposed to be more like, you know, gin palaces and stuff. Yep, still on the beach. It's a nice beach. That is not where I want to end my days. I'm trying to walk without rhythm, so I don't attract the adder. I think it's working. Weird flotsam sculpture on the hill there, which is vaguely menacing. Can't really see it from here. But, yeah, might be in Marauder country. Just keep expecting the ridgeline to sprout figures waving spears any moment. It's always surreal today, always surreal. That's what too much time on your own does, I suppose. Oh, I revel in it, I love it. It's great. Horse marks over there, some of those tracks. Saw them come down out of one of those revials there. I saw some horses down on the beach when I was coming around the cliff. Good spot for a bit of a jollop. Although I'm not sure horses is good for the dunes. Strikes me as one of those conservation erosion type areas you probably ought not to go yomping around on a horse in. Yeah. So yeah, so I'm contemplating that distant vista. It's knives somewhere over there. And it's interesting because beyond those hills, those pale blue ones in the distance, there are no more hills at all. The other side of that is basically Land's End. I'm reaching the end of the earth, slowly and slowly. I mean, you know, that blue hill over there is essentially a problem for May 2019. So I'll now be doing week 4. I'll be all over that and off over the other side. And then I'll reach Land's End, which will be quite an achievement in and of itself, although that's not even halfway on the old coast path. Spend more time and longer running along the south coast of England, Dorset and that sort of thing, than the north coast of Cornwall and Devon. That'll be a bit of an anti-climax. I'm sure it'll be interesting in its own way. Chesil Beach is quite interesting. Southern, all round Paynton and Dawlish and stuff like that, all those red cliffs with the train line came along there on the train on the way here. Fascinating. And all those little creeks and river crossings that are going to be fascinating to have to deal with. You saw the trouble I had back there at Newquay trying to get across that river. That's pretty much all of southern Cornwall. The south coast of Cornwall is just like river after river after river. So I'll have all sorts of fun and games negotiating bridges and ferries and things. Still, I don't want to look too far ahead. Just enjoy this week. Carry on trudging. Sands that go on forever. Shai Hulud! Nothing. Forgot to pack my thumper. That'll speed things along a bit. Yeah, good. Well, I think I'm making progress. What do you reckon, Shadow Tim? Yeah. I think it's an Imperial patrol. Looking for the droids. Some kind of quad bike. Obviously wasn't the droids he was looking for. Still not there. Coming on something, lifeguard hat or something. Day 77, the Tales of a Junktown Vendor. Wasteland Wanderer Extreme. When I find who stole my police interceptor, there's going to be trouble. So I don't know, there's like a path and car park up there, but I don't know if that's where I want to be. I have to look out for some acorns, I imagine there'll be signposts. Otherwise I'm going walking just into the sea at the end there. That's probably wrong. I think it's straight on. I think you need to go straight on the left round the end. Up into the town. Village, whatever. Not sure about that. I think that might be a trap. I'll have a look, get the map out, etc. Astonishing. So it turns out it is up there. In a minute. God. Well, be careful what you wish for. Definitely off the beach now. Up there, isn't it? Up in the dunes where the adders lurk. Minding your business, walking along the beach and suddenly, surprise, altitude. And this is all marked as flat on the map. Weird. Dunes. Not worthy of contour lines apparently. So somewhere up and over there, Perranporth. Yeah, I'm going to stop for a cream tea, even if it is like 2 in the afternoon and like 20 degrees or something. It's not that hot really, it's just the exertion. It's about 17 I think at the moment. 15 perhaps. Pleasant certainly. Just, you know, bag, climbing, exercise, all that. Yeah, feast your eyes on that. Highly recommend it. Penhale Sands. There's even a caravan park up there. Way too early in the day for me to be looking for shelter. Right, onward. Could have come round the rocks, could have come round the beach after all. I'll have to go up there. Still, there's the rules. Not many rules on this venture of mine, but that's one of them. Follow the acorns. Where the path says go, you go. No shortcuts. So this is Perranporth. And that's interesting because this is my halfway point and my B&B stop. But it's only 2 in the afternoon. Got 5 hours of daylight left. Frankly, in which time I could get another 10 miles. So. Even a conservative energy saving limp, I can still do about 2 miles an hour. So yeah, carrying on, definitely. I might stop here, get some supplies, have a bit of a rest. Cream tea, yeah. So yeah, this is basically halfway for my week. Got another 30 miles to go roughly on the other side. And 3 days to do it in. So I still haven't worked out my 5-day or 6-day strategy yet to see what happens. I think what I'll do is just push on as fast as I like. As fast as is comfortable for me, but not dawdling. And then if I rock up at St Ives after any 4:30 PM, I'll get a B&B, stay the night, sample the town, have a shower, all that sort of thing. If I rock up in St Ives before 4:30 PM on a given day, I shall just get straight on a train and go home, stinking the place out. Either way, I'm not in a particular hurry to get home, you know, I'm not going to miss anything, I've got the whole week off. Quite comfortably planned to be home Friday evening, but I might be home Thursday evening, I don't know. But I don't want to, you know, just sit around dawdling. I'm not really a sit around in the seaside town sort of person, as you can clearly tell. Given a choice of holiday, what would I like to do? I think I'd like to walk 70 miles, please. So yeah, I'm not really one given to sitting around in a in a given seaside town, just killing time for 7 hours or whatever. Just want to keep moving on. And I have a set pace to my movements as well, not dawdling on purpose, a pace that's comfortable for me, which seems to be slightly faster than the website suggests. But then the website assumes you're going to stop and look at lots more things than I'm doing. So yeah. So I'm going to find something to eat and drink in there somewhere. A bit cream tea, I fancy, scones and clotted cream and things. And then probably forge on up that hill and into the afternoon and evening. Yeah, different kind of landscape here. Clifftop Youth Hostel there. Just left Perranporth. Had a cream tea and a Cornish pasty for good measure. I'm all stoked up and ready to go. About 4 hours before sunset, so I'm just going to keep going, see how far I get. Probably ninja camping tonight. It's become a bit of a distance endurance challenge all of a sudden, which I don't like to do to myself, but we'll see. St Agnes is the next place. That's why I picked out the campsite, but I'll get there in 2 hours, and that's going to be 2 hours spare, so perhaps just keep pushing. See if I can make that Thursday train. Who knows? Lovely blue water. Makes you want to just jump. Better not. Lots of that kind of thing here. Disused tin mine shaft entrance there. Quite a few of these little fenced off enclosures around the place. Another one on that hill over there. This is a World Heritage Site, this area around St Agnes, because of all the tin mining. The problem with tin mining is it's not geology that's taken millions of years to form, it's geology that's taken about 150 years to form, and it's still not settled, and they don't really secure or fill them in again when they're finished. So very much a case of don't climb on any rocks and stay away from any holes in the ground, because it could all just disappear out from under you. Quite a problem throughout Cornwall, actually. That's why you have to do extra special site surveys and things when you're buying and selling houses down here, in case something unpleasant opens up in the garden one morning, or worse. Once heard a story of how the Red Ruth branch of Halfords just disappeared into a hole one morning. Wheel trims scattered down a 150-foot drop. So yeah, can happen to you. Oh, hello. What's that? Some jet fighter plane. You can see it zooming across. Really difficult to focus on with this. Making a bit of a noise. Yeah, exciting. Right, I better put the camera away before I fall off this quite narrow cliff path. Not a fan, I have to say. Spoil heaps everywhere. Fenced off holes in the ground. You should put it all back when you're finished. I don't even know what tin looks like in these rocks. Some sort of ore. Must be apparent. I wouldn't even bother sinking shafts with that much manpower and effort if there wasn't just stuff lying around as flecks on the surface. Don't know though. Not sure what I'm looking at. Bauxite, no, that's aluminium, isn't it? Look at this. Try not pointing it into the sun. No work of nature did that. Diagonal shattering along the seam, maybe. Yeah, this is a quarry. Stone, I suppose, but if there was tin mining going on around it, perhaps there was tin in it. Don't know. Here we go. I think. Yeah, here we go. This sort of gradiated chunking. Pick marks or drills. It's been hewn. Very 80s Doctor Who about the whole place. And the pieces are very regular, very angular, recently shattered and been weathered by the centuries. Again, very man-made landscape. Gonna have to look up what tin ore looks like. Bet I could find some if I knew what I was looking for. Just traces of it in the surface rocks. You've got to be pretty sure to start drilling a shaft. It's a lot of work. Back-breaking work in those days. Oh, here's another vista. Right, so that's St Agnes's beacon on the very top at the back. On the far side of there is a campsite I might consider. To get around the head first though. But yeah, St Agnes itself shouldn't be a problem anytime soon. Yeah, probably 3 hours of hiking left maybe. Yeah, I reckon. Oh, good. Let's keep moving. Look at that. I can't tell what's been mined and what's just been eaten by the sea. Particularly impressive when you parallax. Layers of it. Long way down. And unstable cliff. Okay. I love how the signs at a jaunty angle as well. Yeah, good. I think I will do just that. Stay on the moonscape. They put a grill over that one. You can imagine for yourselves what's inside, because I'm not getting any nearer, I think. I know enough about industrial geology and mineral processing that I don't want to go anywhere near the edge of that one. Red cliffs there. I don't know about iron. I don't recall there ever being significant iron mining in this area, but maybe that's just everywhere. Yeah. Looks like the cliffs are bleeding. Another strange landscape. These sort of rampart things, concrete. Second World War construction maybe. There's two of them here. Roadways that lead up to them. A weird turning circle thing, possibly a building here once. A little dugout in the front there. Looks like it faces out to sea. Don't know. Part of a multiple and varied history of these coastlines. Right, there's the campsite I was initially aiming at, and I can't be bothered to stop. So I'm going to see if I can get the other side of that yonder hill. And either find a campsite to that side, I think there was one on the back of that hill, or just drop where I lie. Ninja camp. Because I haven't actually ninja camped at all this trip, which, you know, is in danger of making me soft, cutting into my outdoor survival cred. So yeah, just keep going. We've got 2.5 hours of daylight left, I'm sure. That's enough to get me up and on that hillside at least. Getting some better measure of my capabilities now. Right, onward. This is the Cornwall coast path I know. Down and up. I'll get back up from there as well, so there's at least another one of these. I think my foot's giving me a bit of jip with blister as well, so good to see. Yeah, pump houses. Iconic Cornish buildings. Best ones I've seen actually. Chimney for the boiler, which would heat the water, which would drive the steam, which would drive the pump, which drives the water out of the mine. Because when you go so far down, you hit water table. You have to keep pulling the water out before you can carry on mining further. A dangerous business, very inefficient. Yeah. Alright, let's see how much further I've got in me. Okay, new plan. Here's some Cornish tin mines. So, sign there says St Agnes is half a mile that way, up there, around the top and back down again. I'm going to find a B&B there because I'm getting little metaphorical warning lights from my feet about blisters, and I've got to try and preserve them for another 3 days yet, so that's okay. That's okay. Tonight was always going to be my stop at a B&B halfway through the week night anyway, so why not just do that? Yeah. And St Agnes is a full 4 or 5 miles ahead of where I was supposed to be, so I'm ahead on the week anyway. Why not? Why not have a shower, change my clothes, night in a good bed, dry socks on in bed, give my feet time to recover a bit. Yeah, definitely feel better and fresher in the morning. I think that's going to be the plan anyway. See what I can find in St Agnes itself. Hopefully there's something. If there is nothing, then back to plan B or whatever, which is ninja camping somewhere in the field, the other side. But yeah, I probably don't want to push my feet too much more, certainly not today. Otherwise it might jeopardise the whole week. Okay, off we go. That's impressive. It's like some concrete span thing up there. Possibly a little light railway for moving tin carts around. Who knows? So, no room at the B&B. They've got something for tomorrow. Not very helpful. So, I'm just going to push on and camp in a hedge, like I was originally planning to do. Mind you, before I do that, I'm going to take advantage of this bench and I'm going to change my socks. Yesterday's socks were drying overnight in my sleeping bag, and they're in my bag now. It should be quite dry. So, and then these socks I'm wearing now will be dry again by tomorrow. So yeah, just eke out a bit more comfort and mileage on my feet. That looks like an ideal ninja camping spot. I will go a bit further, out of sight of any actual houses, that'd be good. It's not like I didn't make a bona fide attempt to purchase a B&B. Anyway, yeah, so fresh socks will get me another couple of miles today, probably, before sundown, and then there'll be somewhere a bit wild out that way where I can set up, I imagine. Good times. So, still going. Sock change helped a lot, and some decent terrain as well, mostly level. So, yeah, I'll just keep going really. This is St Agnes's Head, and I'm sure somewhere suitable to camp will leap out at me when the sun goes down. Or I'll hike all night, I don't know. Yeah, okay. White balance not having that. Coast Guard lookout there, so probably camping here is a bad idea. Let's see what the next hill brings. I mean, you know, we'll bring Porth Town eventually. Oh, this is nice. If I can find some white balance. But it wants to be a composite shot. Ruined tin mines on the cliffs in the sunset. Still don't know where I'm going to sleep yet. Going to try that campsite on the back of the big hill that I had in mind earlier in the day. Last chance. Don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest, but I'll give it a go, try and do it properly. There's a campsite there on the map. If it is real and it exists and is open and has room, then I'll park myself there. Otherwise, bollocks, I shall just camp literally in those ruins, I think. Trouble is, it's sunset, and this is a very photogenic place with lots of parking viewpoints and things, so lots of people about for sunset. So if I do ninja camp, I'm going to have to wait till it gets basically dark and they all bugger off. Then I'm going to have to put the tent up by feel. So it could get a bit dangerous, given my previous track record. So yeah, over there, I think, one of those buildings, maybe. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, getting quite quick at putting that up. It's soaking wet from yesterday, condensation. I'm not sure it'll dry tonight either. Clear skies like this. It'll be just as damp in the morning. Oh, well, look at that view. Yeah, I think there's going to be an even better view up yon St Agnes Beacon there. So that's what I'm going to go and do. I'm going to go and head up there for sunset and eat some nuts. Funny how things turn out. Actually turned up quite a good spot. Lots of view there. I used to live around here, you know. Tell you about that tomorrow. I should be able to see the lights of St Ives tonight through the open door of my tent, which is probably 2 days away, maybe not even that perhaps. Maybe I'll do it in one. Don't know. Let's see what the feet say in the morning. Right, going up the hill. There might be some more footage from up there, but it might be too dark by the time we get up there. Who knows? Bollocks. I did record the sun setting, but I forgot to push the record button. Oh, never mind. Look at those colours. That's worth it. Just enough cloud to go interesting and pink. Not enough to be weather. Somebody on the very top, so I'm sitting here. This will do me. Pink skies behind. Magnificent. I bought some snacks up here. Going to sit here for a while. So that's St Ives over there. We might be able to see Gordrevi Lighthouse winking. That's on that little lone spar of rock. We're going to go right past there tomorrow, probably. St Ives is on the headland at the back. Bit early for the lights to be coming on, but we shall sit here until they do. Unfortunately though, you're probably not going to see them on this. Oh, we go over there. Cambourne and Redruth. Redruth to the left, Cambourne to the right. Carnbury in the background with a little spike on it. And radio mast behind that. I lived in Redruth for a year. Long story. It was an interesting year, good in some ways, a bit bleak in others. And from my bedroom window of my lodgings, at night I would look north and see this very hill that I'm sat on. And it would be outlined by the street glow of Newquay in the sky behind it, so they're quite visible. Became quite a poignant symbol for the rest of the world, trapped down here in Cornwall. What else might be going on elsewhere? I never came up here until today. So yes, that's Porth Town, I think, just over there, the white one. That'll be breakfast, I expect. The campsite's very good. It's got wash and laundry and stuff, but not the elaborate sort that has a bar or restaurant or anything, so I shall have to go and make my own arrangements for breakfast. But that's fine. Porth Town Beach probably have a cafe shop of some sort. And then beyond there is Polzeath, I think, Portreath, which was the nearest beach to my digs when I lived here for that year. I only visited it 3 times, this will be a 4th. And then beyond, a couple of other little, not a lot to be honest, until you get around to Hale, Gordrevi. It might be the occasional little village or two, but God, I did about 17 miles today. I was only down for 11, so really eating into the time left. I think I might make a Thursday train at St Ives. Don't know. Wednesday tomorrow. It's the end of Tuesday today, I think. Going well though. And my feet seem okay. I think a night's rest and they'll be alright. I mean, changing the socks was a good move, but I think it was just complaining rather than actual blistering. I've been looking at them and can't see any obvious blistering. I think it's just aches rather than pains, you know, aches rather than injuries. So yeah, gonna just sit here and scoff my face with peanuts and have some sort of meditative moment. Wait for all the lights and stuff to come on, stars to come out. Quite a lot of dusk to go actually. She'll have to stream of consciousness at you for a bit longer. Actually, I don't know if there's anyone on the very top now. Shall we move? Shall we go and see the other side? I might be able to see Newquay from here. Again. Racing up here. It's like I was doing a little mini couch to 5k run just after having hiked 17 miles. Which is a bit stupid. Let's go to the top. You can see everything outside. Probably see Padstow from here. This is one of the tallest hills around this part of Cornwall. Wind farms in the distance. It's all going to get a bit low light, so apologies in advance for the video quality, but you never know. I think the colours are worth it. Boom. You have to convince the lens to look at the sky. Oh, look out. Bloody mountain bikers. Got left all that behind on the South Downs Way. I don't think we can see the south coast from here yet. I think this part of Cornwall's a bit thick still. Don't really get that kind of viewpoints and distances until we get right down to, I don't know. Might be able to see Penzance. Let's get a bit more altitude. Got it to myself. Time being, anyway. Oh, this is interesting. Ordnance Survey plaque. Can't really read that, too shiny. However, there's a bunch of arrows pointing at various things. Godrevy Lighthouse. Along that one. Gull Rock, Godrevy Lighthouse, that one. You see it? Yeah, I love rock. About right. Excellent. St Ives Head's basically along the same line. That's where I'm aiming at the end of the day. Fantastic. What else can we see? Redruth and Campbell. Yep. I'm sure I'll tell you more about that period of my life one day. Yeah. Carnbray Monument, that's the little spike on top of the hill. And there's a TV mast here. Carrick Roads, 21 points something. Let's see. Carrick Roads. I don't know. Hard to say. Marehead, Wind Farm, China Clay, St Agnes Church, St Newlyn, Cubert. Cubert? Trevose Head. Yeah, Trevose Head. That's the one that came round with the white lighthouse on day one. It's getting a bit misty and hard to see in the very distance. I can see some lighthouses as we go at one point, but I imagine I'll have to just give up filming altogether at that point. So there we go, that's St Agnes down there, where they had no room at the B&B. Tough, look, see, found a campsite over here. Yeah, I think Padstow's going to be just a bit too far away, and it's down in a bit of a sort of dip anyway. But yeah, blimey. Probably see the lights of Newquay once it gets darker, but can't see Newquay itself, I don't think, from here. All sorts of inland villages, the names of which I don't know and probably never will. Yeah, that big old load of stuff on the horizon, that's the China Clay workings, I think. Big old quarries and stuff. Past those on the A30. So if you can hear that, I can hear the A30 from here. Main connecting road running all the way through Cornwall up to Exeter and far beyond. Goes up to London. Some junction off of the A3 in Kingston somewhere. Kingston on Thames. So it goes right down to Land's End, the A30. I've lived within about a mile of the A30 most of my life. It's like a connecting thread, runs all through my life. Isn't that sad? It's like my Route 66. Ooh, interesting coloured lights going on down there, what's that? Mobile disco, who knows? Getting a bit cold up here now. Good job I brought the coat. Cows. Yeah, just little villages and fields dotted all across the landscape. Even somewhere if you've been following my adventures for much of my time on the coast, you'd think the whole of Cornwall is basically wild heather and moor and gorseland, but it's really not. It's mostly like that. white houses in little villages and farmland in between, like most of the rest of the UK, to be honest. We grow an awful lot of crops, and yet we still somehow import 55% of what we eat. Doesn't make sense to me. Oh. There's lights coming on now. Oh, let's look at the sky again. That's the best bit. It's the time of day. Got bench down there. Now I've got the best view up here. Cloud turning pink. The colour drains from the sky. Still too early for stars. I mean, if it was anything like last night, it's going to be amazing. There was a full moon and Jupiter and Saturn and Mars. I had a little app on the phone that can point at the sky and show me what's what. And technology marvellous. Splendid. I've got a hip flask of amaretto in my tent as well. End of a perfect day. Hard day, long day. Worth it though. Very pleased with how it all ended. And yeah, I was lucky finding the campsite. I mean, it was on the map. I was sort of aiming for it vaguely, but didn't think I'd get it. But yeah, I could have just dumped in a hedge somewhere. It would have been a bit more anxious, a bit less relaxed and enjoyable. I always fret a bit when I'm wild camping. Never know who's going to turn up in the middle of the night and set fire to you. No, that cyclist coming back up for another go. Oh, whatever. This might be a bridle way for all I know. I know the coast path isn't. I shouldn't be cycling on that. Oh, I could watch this for hours. So we're going to. Hoping to see the lights of St Ives. I think I can start to see something. Bit of a twinkle. I think my fuck off vibes told him to go away in uncertain terms. Just turned around and cycled back down the path again. It's a good spot for it though. Blimey, I tell you, if we lived around here, the couch to 5k would be a piece of cake. Just be up here all day, jogging along. I haven't got my running shoes today, and I think my legs are done enough for one day. Seen quite a lot of exercisey types in the couple of hours before sunset. Jogging along the path, pretty good. Like I say, the motivation's definitely there when you run somewhere like this. Different story in winter, as I can attest. As I say, I lived somewhere just over there on the horizon, one of those red roof for the winter months. And Cornwall's a different place there, and I can tell you, this is about as late in the year as you want to visit the place, to be honest. Late September. Pretty much everywhere's closing. The bar at the campsite last night, they were literally running out of every drink as I was ordering it, because they're just deliberately running their stocks down so they could close for the year. I've never drunk a pub out of Guinness before, but that's another personal first. Possible bucket list item ticked. Yeah. Well, it's been a great week so far. Got a clean set of clothes waiting for me in the sleeping bag. They've got a shower block, but I haven't bought a towel or any cosmetics. I was kind of hoping the B&B would have some laid on, you know, weight and everything. So I might have to just continue stinking through the rest of the week. But that's fine, it's sound and vision only on this YouTube here thing. Dog walker coming. I think I might wrap it up today then. Otherwise it's going to be another 2 hours of increasingly dwindling sunset. So yeah, night night, see you next time.